Hello, I hope you are well and welcome to another video. I've had to come on here and share this with you. It's just too much. It's too much to keep to myself. I want everybody to know about this. I really wish I could reach a wider audience because people need to know about this. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share these videos because I would love them to get out to everybody, especially if they've lost somebody and you want to know if life goes on, because it really does. Okay, there's no end. You go back home. This is the journey. This is the, well, I wouldn't call it a vacation, but it's something, let's put it this way. Journey is here and you go home at the end of your life. Okay, now as I say, please subscribe, and if you want to know about your life purpose, I can help you with that through coaching. I can help you with a reading. If you need healing, I can help you with healing as well. Okay, so check out my website and join this channel for extra perks. So I'm not going to say any more about that. I've got that out the way because this is too splendiferous. Okay, right. So some of you will be aware that it was my mother's funeral this morning, but because I'm estranged, I was not welcome. So I did my own little ritual and sent her off on her way. Last night was kind of weird because all of a sudden I got very upset out of nowhere. And I know they say that your life flashes before your eyes. I'm getting little purple lights when I speak here on my mouth if anybody sees them. You know, they say your life flashes before your eyes. Well, it was like my life with my mother before a lot of the trouble began, before I didn't see anything. But that's another story. I saw memories. It was like I often travelled to the house and I could see around it, and I've been doing that off and on. Not deliberately, I've just found myself there, that astral travel. And I've gone through the house and all the memories, and it was like they were coming at a fast rate, all the memories with her, all of my memories in that house. So I don't know if they're trying to sell the house. I better be careful about that. That's another story. But lots of memories, yeah, that I held dear, and lots of things. It was very, and it came at a rate of knots. Breakthrough, you know. And then memories of the first house we were in, and I went right back to me being, one of my first memories is going in my parents' room. Oh, surprise, surprise, I was doing that for years because I was frightened of what I was seeing. Now, I can't remember if I'd seen something. I just wasn't very happy. I remember that. And I went into my parents' room. That was in the first house. And I can't remember much after that, just little bits. The next door neighbour, Maria, whatever she was called, and she was a lovely lady, and all of those things. And I know there was a dog we used to have, little Susie. She was a little white poodle, miniature poodle, my mum's daughter, and I was playing in the back garden with her, and I must have been about 2, 3, something like that. And I was running around and I leaned into the photograph because I was very happy, and you could see I was very happy. And I remembered that. And then it started going right through everything again. All sorts of things. And it right down to the last time I was in the house, which was 2017. So it was really odd. Through the weeks I've been talking to her, telling her how I felt about things, and it's gone very quiet now, which I knew it would. And so yeah, but I know that I ask you to forgive and forget, but I can't. I should have been there at that funeral. I should have been there when she was dying, but I got denied. And you know, my brother will be up to a lot of tricks, and I'm watching. I'm still thinking about legal advice, but you know, that's another story. I'm not going into that because I want to tell you this. This is what you're here for. Because I've talked about what I call Narnia. Sounded like Miranda's mother there on Miranda. What I call Narnia. It's down the bottom here. Well, I found that Narnia is all over and I can access it. I was asked to lie down because we did our little ritual. Then we went for a walk in the park and then came back and we had our own little version of a wake. And then I started to get very tired. With this FMD, I have to take everything so slow. I mean, going in the shower can be exhausting. And I got up early and I'd done that. Normally I take my time with things. I still work. I'm usually working or planning or plotting, whatever, before I go in the shower. Then it takes me ages to get ready because it's exhausting, because it's a fault in the nervous system and your brain regulates everything and it just slows me down. So I was told by my consultant that I need to have rest. So I had to lie down. They made me lie down. And I knew they wanted to do something. And it was very odd because I got that staticky blue light around me again. And I started to see them really strongly. Before going out the park, they told me about signing a contract for something. Something I want. It was really, really odd. And I could see this one of them standing at the table, you know, right, signing this thing. And I could see his hands. And if you're new here, I physically see Spirit as full apparitions in black and white and in colour. You name it. Okay? And I hear them in their own voice and through mine. So because somebody wanted to know about that. I did put a answer to your comment on my other channel, but yeah, it's the works. I heard somebody go, I'm sorry, the other morning. I tend to really hear them first thing in the morning, or last thing at night. I hear whispers and stuff as well, so it's very odd, but the seeing is phenomenal. Before I went out, I came in here and I thought, oh, a man in a black suit just moved across the room. I thought, here we go again. But anyway, so the things I used to see, well, I still see in my head as meditation. Now I've seen pictures and they're like scenes from somebody's life floating around when I've done meditation on the air. Well, now they're doing that. And they're doing it on the walls as well. And some of the things are so strong. I've seen shapes and lights and things evolving into things in space and all sorts of strange things. There are no words in the English language or any language on this planet that I can use to describe what they are. So I can't... I was travelling down a tube thing and I thought, is that DNA I'm travelling down? I don't know, it was something like that. But it's about all these people standing in fields and in, I'm seeing 55 a lot on the clock. Awful lot of 55, which means massive change. I saw 1555 as I was prepping to do this video. I showed my son, massive change, massive. I know it's for me, but it's for you too, apparently. So there's massive change coming in. 2 to 3 days, massive change. And that eruption's going to start rumbling. Spoiling for a fight. I don't know why I got that. I don't know. Well, it's the volcano spoiling for a fight. I swear to God, they don't know English or any other language on this planet properly, and some of them, and they try to translate, yeah, and some of it comes out or cake or something like that. It's quite odd. I've heard the language you speak and I've spoken it back to them. I just find myself doing it. It's really kind of weird, but some people call it light language. But anyway, so I could see all these people standing, and then it starts. It's as if my vision, I don't know how to explain it to you, but see, my vision is through a camera or something like that, and it moves like, perfect, thank you, who gave me that. That just came in my head. I was, no, what's that? Drone. That's the way I want a camera on a drone. Okay, yeah, drone. And it's moving. I can't see, I just see, it's like the eyes of Laura Boss. Great movie. And it's going, and it's doing this. I think I explained the other day, it spins around everything. So I start going in. I can see them all. So right now, I can see them all standing in the field. They're at a distance because my main guide, Nathan Cateman, blocked it off. He's been standing waiting for my tantrums to Vanga to fade, I think. Still, he annoys me. I've got lots of purple lights, by the way. So see them all standing there, and then they're all wearing different uniforms. They're all soldiers, or some of them are men in black. I've seen this gold throne that they keep pointing me towards, and then I saw I don't know where it was, somewhere with this big black cloud of soot coming down. That scared me a bit. And then the plane flew under it, which we now know is the angel of death, Archangel Azrael, as imagery for me to tell you about, you know, what's coming in. And it's to do with this volcano. It's going to hit somewhere, and I'm in the streets, I can see little bits flying around. They're showing me images as I speak to you. This eruption was in World War II, or around World War II, or around the 40s. I can see people running. It's very odd. I was seeing my grandmother now. I see her wearing shorts. I'm sure it's her, but she's a young woman. And then my Uncle Doug is a little boy with glasses. Really odd. They're there, but it wasn't where they were, so I don't know. But it's something that's coming in. It's connected with this volcano and this big cloud. Lots to do with the ocean. Lots to do with ships. It showed me. Oh, I can see them on the back of these big ships. This is and I close my eyes and I'm there. And I asked at one point where I was, because it felt like everything was coming into the room. It's almost like it's getting closer and closer and closer, and it's moving from my mind to actually outside. It gets so vivid sometimes. I actually say, am I dying? Am I seeing? No. Got a lot of work to do. So it's just the fact that these places exist. You can see into these realms. They're angelic realms. This is the 10th dimension I'm looking into. And they're all these soldiers from all different ages, all different countries. And they're all standing waiting. And there are people on the streets. There are Victorian ladies. There are Victorian everything. And then there are weird... they're rolling like a wheel. Now, I've seen them do this before. This was in black and white. So it's like a wheel for a plane, but they didn't show me the plane. Not the wheel, tire, wheel, yeah? So really, really odd. Then at one point they said to me, and I couldn't see them that clearly, their faces, but I recognized a pilot's uniform. And they said, this is the crew of the MH370. And that's all I saw, which makes me feel a bit emotional. But they were just the crew, but I couldn't see their faces clearly, but they were behind them. So maybe I'll get to see more at some point. So I found that really interesting. Then the big thing is, this is all Archangel Michael walking around. where they, then I saw people in elaborate headdresses, and let's say that none. I see all sorts of different people from all different walks of life, but so much military, cowboys. And then they showed me another scene. They showed me sand, and like when I said about in the channeling the other day, people rising out of the sand, the dead rising out of the sand. They're all the dead I was looking at, but from different eras, different times. Very strange. So much military, prestigious, you know, warriors, cowboys though on this plane. And there are so many horses. I was shown Pegasus, seen Pegasus a few times, and yes, I could see this flying. And I always remember when I was a kid, and I've talked about this before, Christmas Eve, I looked out the window and I remember seeing an angel flying. And that's before I knew I could see properly. I was seeing like, I don't know what I was seeing, to be honest. I can remember a few bits and being somebody's hand touching me. But I knew I was seeing this because I was terrified. And it's really weird because when I think about it, this was going on when the Enfield haunting was going on and all sorts. But I didn't have anything like that. I just know I kept going into my parents all the time. I was frightened. Then I saw that light coming through the window, which I do believe was a UFO experience. So there was a lot going on, but I did see this angel. And I remember my mother and grandmother came up because they were decorating. I don't know what was going on. Why? I think my Uncle Arthur was staying that day. He had divorce, and they had we were just little kids. My brother's bed in my room because I had a big room, and they came upstairs. And I said, "You need to go to sleep." No, I've seen an angel. Not I've seen Santa Claus. Oh, I've seen an angel. Yeah, okay. They didn't believe me, but I know I did. And now with what I say, I'm right, I did. And, but there's lots of, misty place. I thought it was looking like the 80s video here a bit, but all these headdresses and gold. Then there were these beings, these older beings, all gold. They were all gold. That was amazing. And I was there, and it's almost like they showed me my bed because I was lying on my bed in the middle of all of this, in the middle of all these people standing there. Wow, they've got to be angels. They're the fallen. I've just heard that they're the fallen soldiers, the lost fallen soldiers. Oh, makes me feel really emotional. Oh, I sounded really jolly there. So yeah, it's raining out there. It was just, it's amazing. And I've discovered that wherever I go, it's there. I can access it. They wanted to come and show me I wasn't alone because I was feeling lonely. And I know you were out there and you're my little community and you are fantastic. Your support has been amazing. Thank you very much. But they wanted to come and they wanted to show me that what I'm doing is important. I saw doctors. They did, before this all started, I had to lie flat, and then they said, I'm ready to begin. And they got these, now one of you on there said something about it being to do with shamanism. And they stuck poles through me. I mean, I can't feel anything. But I don't know whether they were showing me all this as well so they can upgrade. Oh, thanks for that. They always showed me one of the Cybermen. Upgrade. Because they're not like Doctor Who. So, yeah, I was getting an upgrade apparently. So, things are a definite massive change. I get a little bit frightened because I think, what's coming next? I'm frightened this all comes in and consumes me. I have been hanging on to things that for normality's sake, to try and ground me, but no, it's time, you know, as a light worker, you are not of this earth, as they say. And so if I'm telling you about this, that means change is coming for you. I've been talking about this a lot, and those numbers are important. If you're seeing 55, 1555, 555, 55 on its own, 13 or 3, 13, 13. Yeah, 13. Big change, big transformation. Okay. So yeah, it is Narnia, but Narnia is moving around. The other night, it was so strong. It's almost like some of them are in there, and then some of them are just outside, but it's all connected. And they turn and they look at me, and they stand at the bottom of the bed every night. And I get quite defensive sometimes, because I get worried I'm going to be consumed and lose my way. You know, it's quite frightening. But they'll keep me grounded. And I just sat up. My son could hear me start laugh, because I just went, Mr. Tumnus. Like Alice on Vicar of Dibley, if you're watching. Mr. Tumnus, are you there? Narnia. So yeah, it's whew, bit scary. I don't know what's coming next. They show me walking on a stage and talking to people, and I really want to tell people about this. I don't know how to get that going, or whether anyone would listen. You know, anybody else. It's hard enough to get things going on YouTube. You've heard me moan. I am so sorry for all the moaning and the frustration for the last 3 weeks, but I have had to contend with a lot of emotions, as my guide warned you when I channeled him. A tsunami of emotions. They're still showing me that wave. They showed me the wave, they showed me surface, they showed me a few people surfing. So really odd. Before I go into anything else, I'm going to be doing a healing tomorrow. I was going to do it today. I did all prep last night, but my grief got the better of me. That's just I've got so much energy now because I had to lie down, but it just got to me. I had a few tears and frustrations, and my son's very numb, very hurt, very confused and numb, doesn't know how to feel. And yeah, it's been odd, but we need to go forward now, and so enough is enough. Okay, and I know it takes a long time for grief, but no more whinging, you know, to you. So I forgot what I was going to say now. I'm sorry, but they're all standing there. There are also people who want to speak to me and to bring forth messages to you. They're everywhere. Okay, but there was stunning planes flying, and the things I see in my meditation. And oh, one point, I've got to tell you this before I go on about this healing. It was almost like they were somewhere. They were all seated in rows, and I thought, oh, it's like a cinema. And then I could see the picture of something else going on. All these different things, these people moving about and doing things. And then all of a sudden, everything lifted where they were sitting and moved like that. And then it wasn't, they looked like they were in a cinema for a second, and then it changed and they were in a spacecraft. And it was flying. It was so amazing. And I can see everybody's, well, not everybody's, but lots of faces come close to me, and I can see they're more vivid than real, if that makes any sense to you. And as in, gosh, I say all the wrong words. As in, I would say you, yeah, with, you know, more vivid than HD, Ultra HD, or whatever it's called now. Oh, vivid. And very strange, all these beings, and they're all standing to attention, saluting, and they're all looking, and then they're all doing things. Doctors, then I saw an AI, and it ran out towards me, and out there, robot, So many things. They were showing me so many different things. Somebody was traveling. It was like space. It was it was odd. And sometimes it will show me images about things I've seen, so I don't know if it's a message about that. So it's very odd. I can't give you any concrete message. This is the message to show you that there is so much life after this. There's so it never ends. Okay, never ends. Never be afraid. I told you it's like stepping off a bow. All right, yeah, you may, some people may be in pain, but some people may have quick deaths or whatever. Some people hang around, and I don't know about that. I don't get told about that, but I don't understand, because your guides can come in and take you. So, but some people maybe just decide to stay, because you have free will. So, there are people out, and I was going to say ghost land. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because of that card. Where's that card? There. That's why I'm saying ghost land. That's weird. Yeah, very odd. I saw a clock floating. It went into sort of very, sort of like art, but steampunky, but it was a few things, but this clock floating on the air. So we're on the clock for something. Very, Egyptian at one point in the distance. So many different people from so many different, France, French, who did I see? There was somebody, I saw George VI again, standing there. Excuse me, who else? There was somebody else. I'm not sure. There are a lot of people. So yeah, there are going to be more messages I'm being told that I've got to give you. They're now bringing me fully online because I've cleared this space in my head now, apparently. But these people are so, I don't know. It's very, very odd. I'm odd. This healing, I'm going to be doing healing tomorrow. It's going to be about grief. But grief, not just as in, well, not just, but not losing a person, not just that, but more about things you've lost in life. Yeah. And how to overcome that, relationships, things like that, because grief is, it can encompass a lot. So we're going to do that. And this morning I woke up and I knew something was a bit different, because I suddenly thought, oh, I've got a really stiff neck again. And I just suddenly saw these symbols I could see symbols in my mind, healing symbols. And then I just did some in my mind, and then they went into my neck, and the tension left my neck. I couldn't believe it. I was really really shocked. So I've tried to draw them, remember them, and then oh, somebody's taken something. I freaked out. Sorry. Then I drew some other symbols in my mind for my FND, and that went through my head, and it felt like my brain had been opened up and it went down the middle, because FND comes from the midbrain. It messes with the executive part of your brain, the front brain, which is here, starts messing with your nervous system, can switch your eyesight off, it can do all sorts of things, and make you fit, seizures, the works, and mess with the movement part, which is in the midbrain. Okay, and I put those symbols in, and boom, 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 and I could feel them going in. That was really strange. So, and then they asked me to do something with my ears because my ears get affected by it. Loud noise seems to set it off. So yeah, kind of weird. So I'm going to be doing a healing on, as I say, on grief. We'll do some symbols. I'm going to get these healing cards up and ready. I'm getting there. I have to do them when they say them. Which brings me to the point, you know, people ask me so much about, can you do a video on this? Can you do a video on that? Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't because I haven't got the information. And I can go and I can research for you what other people say, but I have to go by what I'm told, and they don't always give it to me until the right time. So it will come out, yeah? So don't think I've forgotten. I couldn't get into my comments before. I'm now going into my comments, and so many of you put stuff on that I haven't even seen. Lisa, you had some great suggestions as well. And thank you. Is it Huntress of the Dark? Huntress of the Night? I can't remember. You sent me a link to Quantum Entanglement. I'm going to look at that. Thank you so much. I've just seen it, so apologies. I don't know what was going on there. But anyway, so that was really interesting as well. But yeah, if you want any healing from me, please contact me, because, you know, distance, it doesn't mean anything. It's time, distance, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. It just comes to you. And I will do you a video of it as well that you can relax with and, you know, just see what I did and activate it then. It's carried to you. These guys here carry the energy to you. Okay, and my angels, my shadow men, shadow people. So yeah, if you want that, contact me direct and we can work out which version you want. And yeah, so it's really, I'm just waiting for what's going to happen tonight, because there's something going. They showed me a lot of lightning again, which storms, there's floods in Italy. They talked about flooding, a lot of flooding in Italy. I hope you, if you're in Italy, please stay safe. I hope you're okay. And what else they showed me? Destruction is coming. The path is straight and set, no deviation. The time is coming to move. Light workers at the ready, and then they're standing to attention. Right, I think some of you must be getting an upgrade, because they're moving and they're stamping their feet, and then they're showing me as if to move on. They do lots of things. They turn sometimes, and then it all means something, and then they turn to face me. But they're showing me upgrade, like Cybermen, but it doesn't mean nasty, or there's going to be an invasion of Cybermen. Yeah, it means upgrade for light workers. There's some upgrade coming in, so you may have some experiences, or you may have some strange dreams in the next 2 to 3 days. The next phase of the plan is moving. Those who have decided to go are going. There are others coming in. There's some walk-ins coming. There's some walk-ins coming. I don't know if you know about that concept where one soul leaves. I think the best analogy of that is Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty. And he's looking for a body. He's gone before his time, and his angels are looking for a body for him to go into, because he needs to stay on the planet. So they're looking for somebody who's just at the point of death, so the spirit can walk out and he can go in and be saved. And he does that. I think it's a football player at the end. So yeah, really interesting. I think it happened in Ghost Whisperer as well. So yeah, that's going to happen. What on earth are they doing out there? I don't know. But so lots happening. Yeah, so let me know if you have any strange experiences. I think we need to do a live again, I said for one on the 1st of June. I would love to get discussion groups going about all of this, about how to access your spiritual gifts, things like that. If you're interested in that, let me know, because I can set up a live for everyone to watch, but it would be members chat only. I've discovered that. So we can do that. We'll still do the one on the 1st of June. If you would like that next week, next Friday, let me know. But to actually chat on it, you will have to be a member. Okay, there are some strange people around, so when I'm talking about this, I'm sorry, but I can't be dealing with that. I've got too much going on. So yeah, be a member. And then we can, what I want to do with the group on the 1st of June is to have where we talk about, it's like a little community. We can talk about anything to do, you know, spiritual stuff, how you're doing everything, and build up this little sort of spiritual circle. Yeah, we could maybe start doing some like a circle where I could teach you whatever that I know about, that I've learned from other people, and what these guys want you to know as well. We can do some like little classes if you want, and that would be on the 1st of June. But you would need to be a member for that, and that's in the Centaurus or Orion membership. Okay, but we can also do a live. But if you want to chat on it on live for everyone, you'd still have to be a member. Okay, members chat, because I cannot open myself up to any more at the minute. I had a crazy on the other day talking about Satan and what have you. Oh my goodness. Which leads me neatly on to the old man, as we call him. He likes to be known as one of the main people around me. It's really interesting. By the way, Metatron, I believe the guy in a headdress and everything was Metatron. He was all gold. I can't be sure that... All right, did you say that? It's Metatron. Okay, thank you. So, yes, Archangel Michael, Metatron. So, I forgot what I was saying now. That happens when they come inside me. They're so powerful. What was I saying? We were talking about their lives, weren't we? I'll come back to it. Oh, I've got it. Thank you. You flashed it up for me. When I'm channeling, my head goes all over the place, and you're also on my FND time, so anything can happen. Anyway, so I was lying there. Now, they've shown me this before, and the old guy said about talking to everybody from all different realms, including occasionally demons, which I'm not sure about that. I don't want to be talking to demons, but he said all voices need to be heard. So maybe when they say demon, I wonder if they mean sort of some elementals or some, I don't know. There's a cold breeze at my back right now, and there's no need for it because I've been quite warm. There's something at my back, so if you say anything, let me know. I thought I could say that. Right, everything's gone that bluey. What is happening? Something's happening. Let me know if you say anything. It's something here. I don't know. So I don't know what he means, but all I know is there's no way they would allow allow anything. We're talking, you know, like biblical demon type thing anywhere near me. So I think they maybe mean something to do with shaman, elementals. They're definitely bringing me up to be a shaman, because there's a lot to do with the marine life, and they've got me watching The Swarm at the moment. I love it on Sci-Fi. It's brilliant. Sky Sci-Fi in the UK. So I think it must have gone around all the sci-fis. Anyway, but it's all to do with animal life as well, especially horses. See, so many horses. and they want me communicating with wildlife. I don't know. That's what they... I'm trying to get out so much here because I'm going on. I know I'm going on, but there is so much to tell you, and I know I'm not going to get it all out to you. So at other dates, and I'll do, do say it in the video. And so they want me doing that kind of thing, but they showed me this little devil type thing come in, but he wasn't scary. He didn't scare me, but he came to speak to me with one, and I went, no thank you, off you go. So take it out. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's all to do with balance, harmony and balance of the realms. So heaven help me. I don't know. I certainly won't be channeling him. No way. No, that's not what we're asking the saint. So I don't know. They keep showing me a big book as well. And all these things that they show me are something to do with this book. Now, they won't tell me what it is. They're waiting for me to click with it, I think. And I keep thinking, is it writing? I don't know. But there's this big book. So it's bound in black. It's not a Bible. It's not a Akashic records. It's not that. I don't know what it is. But it's something to do with me. It's almost, could be the book of my life. Incorrect. So I don't know. But I'm working on it. But it's got everything in it. And then they show me this world as a matrix again. So more to tell you next time. Anyway, I hope that's of interest to you. By the way, I've published one of my bestsellers again. It's a bit of a raunchy one. It's a Regency romance. If you like Bridgerton, you'll like this. So I'll put the link in the description. Okay, check that out on Amazon. All my other books. I'm being asked to load more books, so I will be writing again at some point. They just switch me on and off with that. So, because it's heavy, I'm being told. So yes, lots to go on and on about. Love to hear your views on this. And I hope you'll join me on my healing channel tomorrow for this healing. And thank you to all of you subscribing to my other channels as well. It's amazing. Thanks. Please, excuse me, let's find a way to get this message out to more people as well. Please subscribe if you're new. If you want life path coaching, coaching for writing, contact me. If you need an English lesson as well, because I do English lessons it's a foreign language, contact me too. What else do I have to tell you? Yeah, tarot's going, the tarot channel, I'm doing monthlies for June. Okay, so if you want to go on there. Okay, take care of yourselves and have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.